Hey y'all, Machine Washable here, and today we have a full Knex Spirit Halloween mechanism collection. I've made a few videos just showing like a few at a time, but I wanted to put all of them together and show every single mechanism and also my custom mechanisms at the end, so let's go ahead and get started. First we have Demonic Dahlia. This one was one of my first mechanisms. She's pretty simple, she just pops up like that. I could probably replace a lot of the rubber bands on these. They might snap throughout this video, let's hope not, but she just jumps up, she's pretty cool. She has this nice double bar mechanism, very solid prop. Next we have the Black Heart, who is actually composed of two different mechanisms. In the actual prop it's one, they're connected, but I was not able to do that. So first we have this arm mechanism. This arm mechanism was very complicated. I had to do a lot of nonsense to it, so I'm glad it was able to work. If you want to see a video where I actually have the prop next to the mechanism and I show them side by side, I do have a video, Knex versus real mechanisms. I'll link that in the description down below. This is the head tilting movement. And so combined, you kind of have it like, you have the arm up, and then he would lower his arm and lift his head. And then we have a little recreation of the woman right there. Next we have Mr. Dark. This is a fan favorite. This one is probably one of the easiest mechanisms, I won't even lie. It's a very good jump scare, so, you know, I could probably replace the rubber band on this one too, but just pops up. Very good mechanism. I do enjoy this one. I have a tutorial for a few of these, if you'd like to check those out. Next we have the Hauntress. This is probably one of my least favorite. I don't really know why I made this one. It's not really accurate to the mech. It's kind of just like a basic spring mech, but she leans over. She goes back to normal. Next, I just have the arm mechanism for Grave Watcher. I was not going to make the whole prop just because I didn't want to waste a bunch of materials, but these represent the hands with the candles. They kind of move in a circular motion. I really like how this mechanism back here turned out. Really satisfying to watch. Next, we have another motorized prop. This is Mommy's favorite. This one is probably one of the other simplest ones. I forgot how loud the motor was, but she just turns side to side. And that gear is just there to make the rotation a little slower because this motor moves a lot faster than I wanted it to. Next one, this is one of the biggest ones. It's Moonshine Barrel Zombie, aka Chester the Jester mechanism. This one is a little hard to work with because this is made out of plastic and all the force wants to sometimes disconnect some of the parts. All right, we got it. So it starts off very small and then it jumps up quite tall. This mech I think is underutilized in Spirit Halloween. Very fast jump scare, very creepy prop. I love Moonshine Barrel Zombie and Chester the Jester, so definitely wish they would bring that mechanism back. Next right here we have Emmeline. I know that it doesn't really look like Emmeline. I definitely tried to do the kind of arm movement, but it was very difficult and I probably would have had to make the mechanism a lot bigger and more unstable. But it kind of works like this. Pretty simple mechanism. I do like this one. Next we have Miserable Marie. This one I think is the first ever mechanism I ever made, and its motor is dying. I don't know exactly what's going on with this one. Okay, so it is working, but as you can tell, this motor is not working very well. The black motors in Knex are a lot slower, so I do appreciate having those, but I think I might just have to get a new one because this is not working out. But she kind of just spins. This rubber band keeps it in place so she's always facing the same direction. This one's pretty cool. I'm really proud of this one. Whoa, oh my. She is crazy, wow, okay. Next we have the Widow. This one is a little different than the actual prop, but I tried to recreate the pose somewhat. So her head's like this, she laughs. I don't know why it wiggles around so much, but I have a rubber band that just kind of is offset and then it just pulls it like that. So kind of like that. Next we have Waving Wally. This one is probably the most accurate out of all of them. It's very fast. I think I had to redo this mechanism a little bit, but Waving Wally, pretty cool. Next I have Darling Dolly. I really like this one. So as you can see, she's upright, and then she drops down, kind of moves like that. Pretty simple motion. I like this one a lot. All right, next, this is kind of just a general pop-up prop mechanism. I equated it to Poor George, just because there's some arm movement in there, but it pops up, kind of just like that. This one's a little weird, but I basically just used rubber bands on either side to push this part up. So that concludes the 13 original real Spirit Halloween animatronic mechanisms, and I have 3 custom animatronics over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and show those as well. First, we have a new one. I don't have a name for this one. I don't really have a name for any of these, but this one's pretty cool. Basically, it's just like this tall ghost thing, and then when it's activated, probably should move stuff around. When activated, it lunges out quite far, and it has head movement, kind of inspired by Dolly and Dolly, but this whole body like flies forward. This probably wouldn't be possible in Spirit Halloween, but this would be something that like Poison Props would make, and I don't know, I like it. It's very alarming and big and scary. Next we have this little Peekaboo prop. I don't really know the name for this one, but basically you spin this little thing to wind it up. This purple thing up front represents its hands, and that white thing represents its head, and then once it's activated, it shoots up. So essentially a front view, it would look like this with its hands covering its face, and then it would pop up, hands would move down a lot, kind of a quick jump scare prop, similar to Lunging Lily, but it has some kind of like arm movement. And this last one I'm definitely the most proud of. It's the biggest mechanism I've ever made, most complex. This part that I'm holding right here represents a human, and then this part that's kind of wiggling back and forth represents a tombstone. And before it's activated, this person or ghost is hiding behind the tombstone, and then once activated, it flies down. I put new rubber bands so this thing is flying, but it kind of shoots down and this person rises up. Very simple mechanism, to be honest. Kind of just looks like this. As the human goes up, the tombstone goes down, and then as it goes up, the human goes down. I'm really proud of this one. I hope that this prop could actually like be made into a real thing. So I feel like this could be a really awesome prop, you know, like a revenge tombstone ghost or something. I don't know. Pretty cool, pretty awesome. Really proud of this one. This is my full collection of Spirit Halloween / animatronic mechanisms made out of Knex. Let me know what y'all think of these. Let me know if y'all want me to make a specific prop. I'll try my best. So yeah, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later.